Hi friends, today we will discuss about the construction of alternator. So, construction of alternator contains generally one is stator and second one is rotor. So, rotor again it is of two types. So, first one is salient pole rotor and second one is cylindrical rotor. And cylindrical rotor is also called as non-salient pole rotor. And it is also called as round rotor. So first we will see about the stator. So stator is like this, and it contains slots. So it is a cross-sectional view of the stator, and there is a three-phase winding placed in these slots. There is a three-phase winding. The construction of stator of an alternator is equal to the construction of stator of an induction motor. So induction motor construction and synchronous motor construction both are same, and there is a three-phase winding placed in these slots, and the material used to make this alternator is we use steel material. Okay, generally we use steel material to reduce hysteresis loss, and this stator is generally laminated so that we can reduce hysteresis losses. Laminated to reduce eddy current loss. And this is about the stator. Next we will come to the rotor. So in rotor, salient pole rotor, first one. So the salient pole rotor, so salient means projecting outward. The meaning of the salient means projecting outward. That means the poles of the rotor are projecting outward from the center of the rotor. This is the stator I am drawing, and this is the rotor now. So these are the two poles N and S. These are the two poles. They are projecting outward from the center of the rotor. So it is called salient pole rotor. So this is the stator, and there are slots here, and there is a field winding. There is a field winding on the rotor. This is the field winding, and for this field winding we will give DC supply. Okay, so that when you pass the current through this field winding, so N and S poles are created. So this is a two poles. There are two poles. This is a two-pole motor, two-pole alternator, two-pole machine. So this is a concentrated winding. This is concentrated winding. So because of the saliency and the concentrated winding, this type of rotor is unbalanced, mechanically unbalanced. So the rotor is mechanically unbalanced, so the speeds are restricted, so we cannot go for more speeds. So speeds are restricted. Generally the speeds are from 50 rpm to 1000 rpm, and this type of rotors we use in hydro stations and diesel stations. Okay, so these type of alternators are also called as hydro alternators, since these are used in hydroelectric stations, and we can use these type of alternators in diesel power stations also. Okay, and these type of alternators have larger diameter and smaller axial length. It means the diameter is more and the length is small. Okay, and this is about the salient pole rotor. And next we will go to the cylindrical rotor. Cylindrical rotor. So the cylindrical rotor, it is like this. So this is a stator, and stator has slots, and this is the rotor. So one more point here. So in this salient pole rotor, the air gap is non-uniform. Here the air gap is less, and here the air gap is more. So the air gap is non-uniform. Okay, non-uniform air gap in a salient pole rotor. So because of the non-uniform air gap, the flux distribution in the air gap is also non-uniform. It is a trapezoidal wave. Flux distribution, it is a trapezoidal wave. So because of the flux distribution is trapezoidal wave, the EMF induced in the winding is also not sinusoidal, it is also trapezoidal wave. Okay, so therefore some harmonics are present in this EMF. Okay, so but here in the cylindrical rotor, the air gap is uniform throughout the periphery. Okay, so here the air gap is uniform, and here in the rotor there are slots again. So in these slots the winding is placed. Okay, so that is rotor winding. So that is distributed winding, but here in this it is a concentrated winding. So here in the cylindrical rotor it is a distributed winding. Okay, distributed winding. And here the rotor periphery, so 2/3 of the rotor periphery is only slotted, and remaining 1/3 of the rotor periphery is intentionally unslotted. Okay, intentionally unslotted for creation of poles. So here some part is not slotted. So here a north pole and here south pole will be created. Okay, and the air gap is uniform, so that flux is uniform and EMF induced is also uniform. Okay, and here we can go for high speeds. Okay, because it is a cylindrical rotor and winding is uniformly distributed. This rotor is mechanically balanced well than the salient pole rotor, so we can go for high speeds. So generally the speeds are between 1500 to 3000 rpm. Okay, so if you want to go for 1500 to 3000 rpm, the number of poles we have to use is 2 or 4. If you use 2 poles, you will get 3000 rpm. If you use 4 poles, you will get 1500 rpm for 50 Hz frequency. Okay, so this is the high speed alternators. Okay, these are the high speed alternators, and we will use this type of alternators in steam turbine, steam power stations. Okay, and gas power stations, steam power stations and gas power stations. Okay, and in this salient pole rotor there is a damper winding here. Okay, so in this salient pole rotor there is a damper winding placed in the pole shoes. Okay, but here there is no damper winding is required here. Okay, there is no damper winding is required here. So generally this rotor is made up of steel. Okay, so this steel will act itself as a damper. Okay, this steel will act itself as a damper, so there is no separate damper winding is needed. And these type of rotors have larger axial length and smaller diameter. So that those are the differences between salient pole and cylindrical rotor alternators. Okay, thank you.